A lead, I would want to define it as a potential customer. Every business, for it to be called a business, there must be that person who is called the customer. That is the ideal person who fits in the description of a client or someone who can buy the product or service. For example, in our real life situation, when you open a store or a boutique, an ideal business customer is maybe a student. A university student will come or walk into your shop and buy that shoe or that dress that you are selling. That's the definition of a customer, someone who can buy a product or service. Then ICP refers to the description of the perfect client for your business. What are the characteristics of this person? I've given you a very simple example of a student who walks into a boutique to buy a dress. That's an example of a customer. So if you go deeper into details, you will find that that client could be a lady, she could be a woman. Is she black? Is she Christian? Is she working? So those are some of the characteristics we are going to dive into so that we understand what exactly is this ICP. So the first way you can define an ICP is using what we call firmographics. Now, firmographics simply mean company information. So you want to find out which industry or sector is this person working or currently situated. Is this person in social media? Is this person in manufacturing? Is this person in healthcare or medical industry? Is this person in politics? So those are some of the indicators or characteristics of firmographics. Which company size? What is the company size? How many employees? What is their revenue? And where are they located? Number 3, geographical location. It can also be used to define an ICP. Then we have business model. That ideal customer of yours or your client is looking for. Is he involved in business to business or business to customer? Or is it SaaS a business model? So that's what we can learn about firmographics. Then next, we have demographics. I hope this is not the first time you're hearing about demographics. Demographics are things like age, religion, gender, and so on. So you want to find out, is this person a decision maker? Are they key contact persons? What are their titles? Are they professors? Are they misters? Are they misses? And so on. You want to find out which department or function are they involved. If it's a manufacturing company, for example, we have people who are in sales, we have people who are in HR, human resource, we have people who are in IT departments, we are people who are in a customer service. Maybe you also want to find out what is their seniority level. Are they junior employees or are they senior employees or are they the directors or founders? So you want to find out that information, and that constitutes what we call the demographics. Then we have another way that we call technographics. Technographics, you want to find out which tools are these people using. For example, if it is social media, are they using Facebook or Instagram? Are they using Skype? If they are communicating online, are they using Skype or are they using Zoom? Then also find out what is their level of digital adoption. Another way is to find out their compatibility with the products. Are these people compatible with the smartphone? Are they compatible with the computers? Are they compatible with social media? Do you know that there are some people who are never on social media, but they are ideal clients? Are they using, can you reach them via calling or will you reach them via email? Then we have what we call behavioral. Behavioral, you want to find out what are their buying signals, what is their budget size. You will be shocked. There are some people who have budgets of $5,000. Some have budgets of 10,000. Some are spending even $50,000. Then what is their buying process? Is your ideal customer someone who goes to the market and does impulse buying or random buying? Or are these people who have to consult, people who have to do research before they make their purchase decision? Then another thing, how do they engage with other people? What is their engagement history? Are they people who download? Are they people who attend seminars? Are they people who attend webinars? Okay. Are they people who request for demonstrations before they start using software? Then what is their level of urgency? How long do they take before they buy a product or service? Then apart from behavioral, we have what we call the challenges your customers or ideal customers may be facing. What are their core problems and how do they want those problems to be solved? You can look at their goals. You can also look at outcomes or achievements, their objectives they are chasing. Then you can also tell an ICP by asking yourself the question, why is it that the current solutions are not working? For example, if they are depending on Facebook or Google ads and it's not working for them. I've seen so many people on the forums say that nowadays Facebook ads are not working. Don't go and waste money on Facebook ads, they are not working. So you want to find out if the current solution is not working, what could be the problem? What could be the issue? Why is it that their current solution is not working for them? Then lastly, you look at what we call value alignment. For someone to be your ideal customer, they must have values that align with your mission, vision, or values. This is important for especially non-profit organization. If you've been asked to generate leads for a non-profit organization, maybe that non-profit is helping poor people or victims of maybe something like a hurricane or something like floods or something or an epidemic like COVID-19. Your values must be aligned so that they bring in something that can impact on society or your work. Then cultural or ethical fit. Whatever they are doing, is it aligned with your values? So I think that's in detail how you can define your ICP. Then we move to the next point, which is contact details. When you are generating leads, what are the important things that you should capture? Name, that's a very important detail. You're supposed to capture the name of that person. They must be human. Then you are also supposed to capture their business name if they are business people. If you want to do B2B lead generation, then their website. Most serious professionals or leads will have a website. For example, businesses that are local and are found on Google Maps, they will always have websites. Then social media, what's their social media handle? Do they have a LinkedIn handle? Are they having a link Instagram URL? Then email, what is their email address? That's an important piece of information. Which country, from which country are they currently living, or in which country is their business located? Then status, when you're generating leads, you want to say whether they are new contacts or there are people who have replied to your first message. So it is important that you capture all these details when you are generating lead or in your contact list, because even in the end of it, if you are asked to do lead generation, when someone or a client asks you to do lead generation for them, you have to come up with data. you'll come up with data that is can be accessed via Excel or Google Sheet for easy processing. So just take note of that. Then where do you find leads? So there are many places you can find leads, and one of the places is social media. LinkedIn is a good resource. It's a good platform where you can find leads, people who can buy, people who are in developed countries. You can also find leads on Facebook groups. Then we have another tool called Apollo. We have Crunchbase, we have Clutch.co. Then we have Instagram. You can also use TikTok or Google Advanced Search. So you just need to familiarize with yourself. LinkedIn, we shall look at it later on in the advanced case of this course. Those who will be interested in mentorship, we will be exploring LinkedIn, how to optimize, how to generate quality leads that you can use to grow your business. If you are a virtual assistant, you want to grow your business, you want to grow the service, you want to target clients that you can message, people who will respond to your DMs. We'll be learning more in a later course. Then I think those are the main areas where you will find leads. So for assignment today, I want you to test yourself. Can you generate leads? Can you be able to create a document, a worksheet on either Excel or Google Sheet? So I'll give you an ideal client. Maybe it's a real estate company, just hypothetical. Then the target audience is employed Kenyans. We are looking for people who have the power, someone who can take a mortgage, someone who can take a loan, and maybe buy property. So you are going to target Facebook and LinkedIn. So for this project or assignment, you should be able to record at least 5 leads in an Excel sheet. So my expectation is you create a sheet, a document with the following columns. The first column should be the name of that lead. Then second column will be the platform where you found them or where they are usually active. Then job title. Are they teachers? Are they nurses? Are they lecturers? Are they statisticians? Are they public servants? Are they government employees? Then their location. Are they in Nairobi, Nakuru, Eldoret, and so on? Then last column should be your plan for engaging them. Do you plan to DM them, or do you plan to call them, or do you plan to engage in their comments? Yes, so I think if you will be able to do this assignment, you'll be mastering the skill of generating leads for a business. So I want us to maybe have 5 minutes so that we have questions. If you have a burning question on lead generation,